So I bought the best budget recording and live streaming equipment currently available in the South African market. And in today's video, we are going to go through all of these products that I've purchased, and we are going to give a little bit of a review and an unboxing. So ladies and gentlemen, before we get off into this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and also leave a comment on your favorite part of this video. So without any further ado, sit back, relax, and let's roll the intro. Okay, so here we have the Logitech C920 Pro webcam. We have the Fifine AM8 Neo RGB wireless or desk studio microphone. Okay, and then next we have the microphone boom arm, the Boya spring-loaded suspension arm. This is just a standard boom arm that is specifically designed for better cable management and a little bit more durability than the normal generic boom arms that you can buy in the South African market for desk microphones. All right, so we're going to start off with the Logitech C920 Pro. So what we're going to do is we're going to just do the unboxing, see what's in the box, what is contained, and then afterwards we will go through each of the products step by step, explain what they do, what the capabilities are, and so on and so forth. So yeah, let's get started. So just in case you guys were wondering, let me just be very careful here now, as I don't want to cut myself. But so the reason why we are doing this is because purely of the fact that we have decided to actually start streaming again, but this time it won't happen on YouTube. It'll happen on a Twitch server that we'll be running. So that is basically just to have a little bit of community engagement and so on and so forth with supporters from Orchid Tech. So yeah, so first off, upon opening this box, we obviously see the webcam somewhere facing us. If we pull out this whole contraption, then let us see what else do we get with this. So obviously this is a wired microphone. All right, so yeah, this is basically the only thing you get in the box, and then obviously I have a little bit of a manual. If my guesses are correct, this is probably going to be in 1,000 different languages, but yeah, we're not going to bother too much with that, so throw that away, and I believe this we can also throw away. All right, so yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Logitech C920 Pro that we have just unboxed. So we're going to move on to the next item. All right, so next up we have the Fifine AM8 Neo RGB microphone. So let's go ahead and open the box and see what is included in this contraption. So if you guys are wondering, I will definitely list the links where I purchased these equipment from. Most of you guys might be very familiar with the platform where I bought it. It was on Takelot. Obviously, it's just for me at this moment, it's a lot cheaper than having to buy at a different tech company, which is going to charge me a whole lot of shipping and all that. So we just decided to go with Takelot. They're a bit cheaper. I actually ended up getting this equipment a lot faster than normally. Not that this is a sponsored video or anything like that. It's just that you know, Takelot has that little feature where you can say collect or deliver tomorrow, and then yes, you get a little bit of a priority service. Upon opening this microphone, we obviously have the user guide from the box. Then we have the foot stand for this microphone. As you guys saw earlier in this video, obviously we do have a boom arm that we're going to connect this microphone to, so we won't be using the foot stand, but this is still an option that you can have when you buy this microphone, if you wish rather not to buy the microphone boom arm. And then if we move over here, you'll see this is the microphone still in its encasing and everything. And if we take it out, oh, I have to say I'm already in love with the aesthetics of this microphone. Oh, this looks very, very pleasing to the eye, I have to say. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the microphone. This is also where you would be able to connect the boom arm so that your mic can basically like hang like this, or even if you want to keep it up straight on the stand such as this, And then yes, you obviously have some volume and mute buttons, or headphones and microphone volume buttons. And then obviously I believe this bottom edge will be the RGB side.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
And then it has a very nice pop filter that it comes with, which is just to prevent any background noise and also assist with some noise cancellation as well. All right, and then apart from that, we also have a charging cable, I believe. Oh no, wait, this is the USB cable actually that goes to from the microphone to the PC to pick up your microphone input. So we'll be setting all of this up and then having a look at what the capabilities are of these products. So now we're moving on to the microphone boom arm, which is the Boya spring-loaded suspension arm, the BA20. So let's open that up and see what is included in this box. Okay, so this is basically the display of what's in the boom arm box. So let's have a look and see. Let's take it out one by one. All right, so this is obviously the clamp for the desk that you want to mount it to. Then over here you have looks like a little adapter of some sorts, maybe. We'll have a look at that just now. And then we have some Velcro strips for, I believe, the cable management of the boom arm. And then, ladies and gentlemen, over here we have obviously the main item, which is the boom arm. And I believe nothing more than that in the box. I think this thing maybe jumps open as soon as I release this. So let's this cable tie is obviously going to, when that snaps, then it's going to have a spring effect. So let's just be very careful upon opening this. Okay. I actually do have to say, I did expect a little bit more covering from this boom arm, because on the ad it did look as if it had a little bit more covering, like it didn't have any holes here. But this is still not bad. It's a very durable and strengthened microphone boom arm that we can still use. So it's not that much of a train smash. So I believe obviously here is where, if we loosen this little thingy, this is where the microphone will be attached to. And then obviously this part will be going onto the desk clamp. So we will be assembling this equipment now, and then we will go off and do some audio and video quality tests. As you guys may have noticed, I'm recording these videos using a wireless microphone which I've also purchased from Takelot, but unfortunately we didn't do an unboxing or a tech review on these microphones. I think actually from the introduction video and from this video you should be able to figure out or decide what the quality is yourselves by just watching these videos. So we'll go ahead, do the sound and video quality, and then we'll just give a little bit more of an in-depth explanation to these products, and then we will continue from there on.
Alright, so for specs we have included on the microphone is the Fifine AM8 Neo RGB, which is a dual port dynamic microphone featuring a USB-C and an XLR connectivity. It also has some customizable RGB lighting with zero latency and a 3.5mm headphone monitoring jack. It also has a easy tap to mute button on the back of the microphone, and also an onboard gain control knob. So to get to the audio specifications of this, it is a dynamic cardioid unidirectional microphone, which has a frequency response of 50 Hz to almost 16 kHz with a signal to noise ratio of 80 decibels. Then as for connectivity and controls, you have a USB Type-C cable which you can get standard with the item, and then also you have the XLR dual port which is at the bottom of the microphone, but unfortunately it doesn't come with the XLR cable that you have to buy yourself, unfortunately. So as for the physical attributes, you have a classic round dynamic body with included desk stand, but unfortunately obviously we're not going to be using the desk stand. We are using the Boya BA20 microphone boom arm. So let's head over to the specs and see the exact capabilities of the boom arm. So for the material, it is made of a rugged steel alloy with also a little bit of a zinc alloy metal. So the maximum reach is 22 in horizontal and 24 in vertical, with a weight capacity of up to 2 kilograms. So luckily the microphone won't be able to hop around or hang or anything like that, which makes it much easier to control the microphone as well. It does come with a desk clamp that is designed for you to clamp it to the desk and not having to worry about it needing a separate stand or having to worry about screwing it in onto the desk. So it's quite easy to mount as well. And then for cable management, it does have built-in hidden channel slots, although I haven't really seen how nice it can be done, the cable management, but I've done it as good as possible, so hopefully that does the job, which I think it will. All right, and then if we move on to the Logitech C920 webcam, it has a max resolution of 1080p at 30 fps or 720p at 30 fps. It is a 3 megapixel camera with a autofocus type, as well as a full HD glass lens. It has also a maximum field of view of 78 degrees, which is not too bad in my opinion. And it also comes with a dual integrated stereo microphone with automatic noise reduction. So if you guys want, we can do a audio test with the Logitech C920 Pro, but as for now, I'm not sure if you guys may have been able to pick up that we are using the audio from the Fifine AM8 Neo RGB microphone itself. And just keep in mind, this is without any filters, without any noise reduction. Okay, obviously it has the standard noise reduction, which is an automatic feature of the microphone. And then as for the camera, the cable length that you get with the camera is a 1.5 meters, so it's not too much of a problem when it comes to having your webcam on a monitor that might be far away from your PC. So that is also a very nice feature. And then also for mounting, it has a universal clip which fits laptops and monitors, including also a standard quarter tripod thread, which is easier for mounting it on a tripod. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is the specifications of the products we've bought. So if you guys want to see more of these unboxings, I would really appreciate if you can like, share and subscribe. Let's see how much support we can get on this video, which would obviously tell me how much more you guys want to see this. And then yeah, like I said, this is the best budget recording equipment you can get in the South African market. It's really also not expensive. I will list the pricing down below, as well as the links to where I found these products on Takelot. So yeah, you guys are more than welcome to go and have a look at that. That is basically it from my side. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video, and I really do appreciate each and every single one of you. Have a good one, stay safe, peace.